Crazy. I didn't know about that.
We're live.
It's just very funny.
It
I couldn't
is.
stop laughing when I
Depressing.
read the label because it said it had 444 servings per bottle.
Oh yeah.
It's both depressing and hilarious. I call it deprarious.
Yay! She still made a lot of money off of it, sadly, but yeah, at least she didn't
Pay for her lawyers.
True.
Oh, oh boy. I'm to start killing all of you with my diseases and horrible other shit.
Oh, that's hilarious. Some of the people are Russian. I think she started shipping it overseas even.
Yeah, good luck with that. So I throw my disease-proof-ish feet at you.
What? You
What?
know what? I'm even gonna ask.
What was what?
Oh, I see what you mean. Alright, well, starting. I will be right back. I'm gonna check on my oven.
Do it again? Do what again?
Do it again.
You're crazy. What? I don't do that. That's crazy.
Is it okay if I merge these two?
No.
No, I can't just add the +1 on saves against all diseases to Dwarven Resilience.
No.
Okay.
They need to be separate for the specifics. Like, on the off chance I want to like say this happens again, I might like make it so you're actually disease proof. I'm not gonna add that to the ever growing list of Dwarven Resilience. Be an upgrade to disease proof it.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, I thought I saw prices on these Scorch weapons, but now I don't see them anymore. Are they?
They're not priced because, like
They're
I
not
said,
for
you
sale.
have to not yet. Well, not the hub anyway. You have to go to the actual like buyer for that. Yeah. Is everybody ready?
Yes.
Mazim, are you done with your modifications?
I am done. You can move
That's
all
where you
the
want 'em?
other, all those to, yeah.
Right. So where I last left off, Flint had come back. You guys were questioning the marksman, seeing what was happening. He literally burst into flames in front of you. Brody, you managed to uncover some details by absolutely playing his ass with your mind reading. The cleric was eventually released and informed you that they were apparently like a faction simply called the Pagans, and that they were some form of devil worshippers. And I mean that literally, not in our time frame. They are literally devil worshippers as the context that they worship actual literal demons. But beside that point, you guys, with the information he gathered, you guys, you were informed that basically, like, they all had that mark upon their chest, and it was some form of like mark of devotion, or in the case of the poor marksman, a method of a gag order. After all this was discussed and discovered, Flint drops over because he's useless and sick. So, yeah, back to stasis sickness. I thought that was Flint, and I was about to lose my goddamn mind. No, it's my friend. He's probably just one. I talk shit, get hit, I guess. No, he's probably just here to listen in.
So I've got a question, Salty.
I don't have an answer for you. I'm sorry. I have nothing.
Now-
I have
now
nothing
that
for you.
Now that we've had a second of like not just like trying to grill this guy for information, is
Mhm.
is there any role or anything I can do to like parse back through what I took from his mind and see if I've got any sense of like a location or landmarks, or maybe he thought of something, maybe there was something there of something significant that might indicate
Roll
where
a
this place is.
vibe check, and if you critically succeed, I'll allow it. No,
So close.
you were, but no.
So close. Oh well.
No, you cannot. That's not something you could understand. He was trying very hard not to think of it, or not even to bring it up, because he
Gotcha.
was that scared.
Gotcha.
That being said, Flint falls the fuck over. Stevens kind of like gets up shakily, sighs, and starts dragging Flint downstairs to his bed. So that's what's going to happen with that. Rick is still by himself. He's like he has his back turned to you a lot. And he's like sitting on one of the steps. He's just kind of like just staring off into nowhere. Still perplexed about what happened. Where's Brody? Brody, are you with Daniel and Siegfried as they're looking at the second body?
No, I think I'd walk over to Rick over here.
Okay. You walk over to Rick. Rick is currently he has his helmet off. It's off to the side of him. The helmet, of course, sporting several dents in the face. And he's just kind of like staring off. Roll me a perception check real quick.
If I can pull up my character sheet, I will sure do that.
Okay.
Got so many tabs open.
Damn it, we didn't ask him what they did with our comms unit.
Nope. No, you did not.
Brody, why'd you have to go and murder that guy so quickly? Ugh.
I'm
sorry,
fairly
boss,
certain he did not murder him.
I'm sorry, boss man.
Says
He kind of
Siegfried as he's like
he
poking
kind
another
of,
body.
Self-imploded. I didn't really want him to.
So you go next to Rick. Now, what were you trying to do?
I think a perception.
Oh yeah,
Well,
right.
that's-
Perception. With a 20, with a
Unnatural.
5, the
Oh.
natural one.
Oh, no. Sorry, I thought you were saying 20.
You don't notice
I-
anything
I
peculiar.
think I rolled that first one with advantage, so I turned it off. But
I'll take the first result. Take that 5. You don't notice anything. You see, so yeah, you walk up to Rick. What do you want to try and do?
what's got you down, man?
He kind of just looks up and says, nothing. I'm not down at all. Nope, I got nothing I can complain about. Literally nothing. He does this weird fake relax thing. And he kind of leans back. You clearly see that he's troubled. However, there is no
Yeah.
insight check required. He is clearly fucking fibbing on this one. But go on.
Bruh, have you ever ridden a board before?
He sighs. No, Brody, I have never ridden a board before. I was born on a landlocked town, and and we didn't have any oceans. In fact, I don't think I've ever even seen the ocean.
Look, man, whenever I'm out there on the waves, all of my troubles seem to disappear. And I know we don't have a lot of waves here, but
He looks at the creek.
but maybe.
Brody,
I thought maybe
We're in the
maybe if
middle
I-
of a forest. The nearest coastline is like a couple 100 miles that way, and he points. So unless you want me to get on the board and you like levitate me with your frickin' whatever the hell magic
slide
you've
my
got.
surfboard underneath me and lift myself off. Lift myself off the ground. Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm like, maybe if you take a chance on something, maybe I don't know, maybe this might help ease your mind a little bit. Would you like to try and take it for a spin?
Roll persuasion with advantage. Damn it.
I love that like Brody's trying his hardest to like be
I
nice,
know.
but like he
This
just
is-
doesn't know how to
He doesn't
relate.
get it.
Yeah.
It's just surfboards.
I'm bad. Who died?
What? No,
I'm back. Who died?
no one died, bro.
I'm also not great at persuasion.
1 second, let me roll his wisdom save. Well, he has his modifiers. He does win, but it's low enough that like he doesn't say yes, he doesn't say no. He just kind of assumes you're joking, so he just kind of just lays there. If you'd like, you could try and scoop him with the fucking board if you so choose.
The hell did you ask him?
I mean, I'll just. Nah, I'm not gonna force him to ride. I'm like, well, I don't know, man. You seem troubled. I just wanted to take your mind off it. But if you're ever feeling really down, the board will soothe you. And I'm just gonna like start riding it around. I think. Like-
You can do circles around him.
Not around him specifically, just like maybe hit the little creek that we have, but since it's not enough to actually have waves, like I'm
You're
just
just
kind of like
using the-
riding my surfboard around it.
Okay,
Yeah.
roll a piloting check to see how well you do. This might encourage Rick to ask for a turn.
All right. It is
Oh, Rick,
Intelligence.
I thought you were asking Siegfried. I was like, really?
Yes, Siegfried wants to take a ride. Siegfried just
Why is it?
stares at
Oh,
you.
it's back to advantage. God damn it!
It's fine. I mean, we'll take the first results of both.
It's a 10.
I was about to tell you to leave Joshua alone.
Shut up, Matt.
Do you not have a do you need a piloting macro?
Yeah, I probably should build one.
Um,
I built the vibe check, but I haven't built the piloting.
So like you do one. Okay, so you do one last like drive by for Rick, and then Rick kind of gets him, and you just hear him go, "Oh fuck it, all right, Brody, give me a shot."
Yeah, and I'm gonna like cheer him. I'm gonna like lift him up. So I'm actually gonna start like teaching him how to like ride a surfboard. I think, like where to hold a center of balance and stuff like that, so he can
Okay,
actually like stay on it and,
I am
and kind of,
going
like ride it around.
Doesn't
I'm going
Rick have proficiency with driving or something like that?
He can drive. No, he does not. It's not that he has proficiency. He can drive. And I mean drive like ground vehicles, not necessarily a
He crit.
flying fucking surfboard. But we'll. Who crit?
You did.
You did.
Oh no, that was his willingness to go. That was his like,
Oh.
yeah, fine, I'll do it. Where the fuck is this character sheet? There it is. All right, so I'm gonna roll a piloting check for him, and because you're kind of putting on the training wheels, I'll let him
So you-
re-roll one of his rolls.
You put your back foot right here. You put your front foot right here, and you just feel the board underneath you. Keep your
So-
weight on the center, and you just
He
ride.
passes. So he passes. Your help's not needed, but I guess I'll re-roll that wisdom, see if it gets a higher result. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like he's kind of got it, and I need to add something to his character sheet real quick. I would if the character sheet didn't just explode. What was that? I do love that like my mouse randomly decides that it wants to be very fast on the fucking mouse sensitivity. It definitely makes me chuckle. Funny. Okay, wait 1 second, gentlemen. That's fucking. I am actually experiencing technical difficulties, not what Daniel calls technical difficulties.
I don't call anything technical difficulties.
They're just mistakes.
Happy accidents.
No, they just don't happen.
I'm writing that he actually likes Brody
Yay!
on his character sheet, just for my own knowledge. So yeah, no, he does this, and with his help, like Rick's actually enjoying himself. You have distracted him from whatever was troubling him. You may not have discovered what it was, but he is definitely a lot happier, fucking
Brody
about on
is-
the surfboard.
Brody is definitely sitting there like happy dad, like very proud dad at this moment of like
He's
just
got
like,
it.
yeah.
He's absolutely got it.
All right,
And I
Brody,
think progressively, with how well he did, I think progressively, like doing more like tricks and like kickouts and stuff like that. You know, like
Okay, I'm gonna roll again. 1 second. let's see actually how well.
Brody, your macro is on the chat.
Like he can't do the tricks, but he can drive it around, and he's enjoying himself driving it around. Which isn't really him driving it around. It's mainly him staying on the board while you're just moving the board around with your mind.
Exactly.
You're giving little brother the controller that's not plugged in while you
You
play
really-
Tony
you
Hawk
really
Pro
are.
Skater 2.
Yeah, and then you're pretending that he's doing it.
Yeah.
it is rather sweet. Yeah, Rick's just having a great time. Tinker eventually like flops onto the wing and like kind of like how a cat would do. He'll like swipe at the board when it goes by, like not really with enough force to do anything, but more of just like a quick little pass.
Who's trying to kill Brody now?
No, nothing. In fact, after this is done, we'll get back to that later. But first things first, we'll go back to Drem and
Dan walks
Daniel.
over to Drem and he's gonna say, "Hey, so I know that you were kind of in charge of this, but what's going on with Steven? do we need to have Siegfried look at him? I'm not sure. He was. talking to you.
Siegfried's literally 5 feet from you.
I know.
He just looks at you like he just kind of raises an eyebrow through the bandages.
Stevens?
Yeah.
I don't
You know,
if
he's been off. He's been feeling weird, like lately. He's been sleeping in till like 4 in the afternoon every day.
I mean, I haven't really noticed anything strange.
Okay, drop the fucking bullshit. I know that something's wrong with him. I'm saying that we've got a super powerful ass cleric here that might be able to do something.
I never fully figured out what was wrong with him, did I?
No.
I got
Although you did take the doctor's oath and told him that you would not share your patient's information.
yeah.
With Daniel. I
Hey.
think.
That's not for me to decide.
Oh god, what? I'm gonna say, look, I told
Oh,
him
that's
I
why.
wouldn't really talk about it with anyone else, at least not until he's ready. Or
Did you say
I'd
anyone
have to-
else?
yes, I did.
Okay. Well, you don't have to talk about it, but if it's bad enough, maybe we should try working it out so that it gets.
Did he
Before-
say he'd reach out? Siegfried interrupts. Did he say he'd reach out for you if it got too bad?
He
I mean, the man looks like shit.
You can't help somebody that doesn't want to be helped, Daniel.
okay. Look, you can tell there's something up with him. I've tried the best I could to figure out what's wrong with him or to help him. And I told him if it gets any worse, if I see it get any worse, I'm going to intervene or he can come to me. And so far, he's not looking good, but he hasn't exactly gotten worse yet either.
Well, I mean, we've only seen him tied to a fucking post since we got here. So I don't really know if that's the best diagnosis. But
So-
I'm not a healer. I'm gonna leave it in your hands. I'm just saying that maybe we can have people that can help while they're here. And then Dan walks off.
Siegfried says, I suppose that answers one of my questions.
I take it you noticed when you met him?
No, actually, I suppose Daniel assumes that I am simply here to leave directly afterwards. I guess I was going to ask that, but I guess that answers it for me.
Oh. Wait, weren't you sent here to do something?
I was sent here because you needed a cleric. Usually when organizations ask for that, they will usually stay around. But if I was only required for that service, then so be it.
I'm just gonna look back towards the big monolith. What is this? What is this thing called again?
What did I call
Relic?
it? The artifact is on the center of it. What is it attached to again? What I kept calling it?
Obelisk.
Obelisk, there we go. Yeah.
I'm gonna look towards the obelisk and it's like, well, if you came here just for that, you can't be here a while. There's a lot of that down there.
He shrugs and says, you asked your company asked me for help. I came.
And I thank you for that, because I don't trust myself alone too long down there or up here.
You're more of the monastic type, aren't you?
Mainly books. Mainly book.
I suppose you got more what you bargained for coming here.
You can say that again.
He gives a light chuckle, and he says, well, I didn't expect that I'd be going through the rite of purification in my lifetime for the second time, but that did happen.
I'm gonna
So
look
yeah, this place does happen to you. This place does challenge your expectations, I suppose.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
You figure
I'd like
something out.
to open the door to the cat, with my gun raised.
Okay. Roll me a perception check. You notice, um, you notice a couple parasites start just like they book it as soon as you open it, and they just start booking it off into the shrubbery
Like out of the
out
ship?
of the ship. Yep.
Ah, son of a bitch. Can I look at the walls of the ship?
Roll me another perception check if you'd be so kind.
Alright. No, god damn it.
Da, 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 da. Nothing bad. You guys coated the back door with polymer, if I do recall.
Yes, yes.
No, what you do see is where the parasites came from.
Okay.
You notice that there is just like a hole that like basically the black cat's no longer airtight. There's like a hole that was chewed through. You think it was one of the air intakes, and it just got into the central cabin. And they were like looking around for food. You think this has something to do with the fact that like this gunship's been sitting here for a few days, so they just kind of moved in. Much like how like random bugs will find their way into abandoned garages or hangars.
Yeah, okay.
It's worth noting these parasites weren't fully grown. They're babies.
Mm-hmm. So seeing the walls, Dan says, "Hey, Siegfried, we have something else that we might need your help with."
Siegfried hears him call, and then he just kind of starts walking over.
So, somebody started writing on our the walls of our ship, and Drem actually like looked at the writings and then went apeshit and tore his tusk off. And we covered it up with this polymer here. But you know, it'd be really nice if my baby could be whole again.
Wait,
Right. Do you need me to remove the polymer, or
No.
could
I can remove the polymer, but the writing or whatever the hell it is, the markings, there's some bad juju going on with them.
bad juju? Not very scientific of you.
Um,
He looks down at it and just kind
I
of says,
think it originated along with all the bad juju that you found when you got here.
do I actually remember what I went through when I looked at that, or did I forget everything?
"Nope, you forgot it.
Get it.
All you remember is screaming in pain."
I'm just gonna rub my broken tusk.
He is
Drem, close your eyes, and I also close my eyes.
you just start hacking off at it.
I like
Yeah.
peel off just like a corner piece.
Like no, you actually have to like hack at it with like
Okay.
a crowbar and like just
Oh,
keep
okay.
going at it. It'll take you
Yeah.
a while,
Yeah.
like
I
10
would-
minutes.
Okay.
So like you
that.
spend the next 10 minutes doing so. Siegfried's kind of like folding his arms as you do it, and as you do so, you take off the polymer in several chunks. The last big clump of it like removes. You close your eyes, make sure you keep them closed and look away. You kind of all you hear is Siegfried go. So where are the markings?
Are they gone? I peek. I peek
No, they're
through my
there. He's
mechanical
fucking
eye.
with you. No, they're gone. You don't see them.
What the fuck?
Uh,
Drem, you can open your eyes now. I want to. Can I inspect?
Rem, you still see them. They're faint and slightly glowing red, but you see them.
I will instantly get into the fetal position.
Siegfried, he's looking, like trying to look at it, and then like he just kind of he looks over, sees you in the fetal position, looks back at the door, kind of widens his eyes, look back over to you. Young Drem, are you all right?
It's still there. Still there. Still
No, it
not
isn't.
Still there. I'm not looking. No, not going through that again.
Siegfried goes by the door and he leans down. You see magic come from a book in his left hand, and he starts washing over the door itself. And Siegfried just keeps looking at the door, like every part of it. At one point, Siegfried closes his eyes, and you see him muttering something that sounds quite musical. But at the end of it, Siegfried opens his eyes and shakes his head and says, There's nothing on this door. I've gone through every possible arcana sense. Would have detected something.
Do I feel anything when I get close to it, or do I just see it when I look at it?
You just see it. You feel dread, but you think that just has to do with the experience. Like, there's nothing causing you to have that dread. You think.
It's PTSD.
You don't know.
So whenever we saw it last, it was like etched into the metal. So did the metal like just regenerate itself?
Yep.
Or
Yeah, no, it seems strangely smooth.
I'm gonna take another peek. Is it still kind of there?
Yep. And when you close your eyes, like there's a small little actor image that's stuck in your closed vision for a moment.
I kind of know what this looks like, right? Though, like I can still see it.
Yes.
With my eyes closed, I'm gonna reach my hand out to Siegfried and just say, "Here, kind of thing." Try and get him to come to me. What? Oh, you drawing?
he's drawing it?
Yeah, that's what it looks like, sort of.
Is he just being weird about it, or is he actually coming towards me? Because I'm not looking. I'm just waving my hand.
You're just waving your hand. He just looks at you. What do you want him to try and do?
I'm telling him to come here.
Are you showing him where they are?
When he comes up to me, I'm gonna say, "Give me your hand."
He gives you his hand.
I'm going.
You feel his bandaged hand in yours.
I'm going to slowly use my finger, slow as possible, and just draw it like I'll do the top part.
Maybe we can do this on the
hold
dirt.
on. Time out. So your eyes are open, you're staring at the thing, and you're trying to draw the symbol on it.
No, my eyes are closed now. Like I'm gonna try and draw it from memory without looking at it.
Maybe
Are you
try
trying to, like,
doing
make
it
him
on
do
the
it in the
dirt
air?
and not on a
I don't
person.
want to make that symbol again. If I like just rub, I'm not trying to make
I
it.
think I know what you're trying to do. Now, however, you put yourself in the mind frame to do it. You begin doing it, and you're holding Siegfried's hand, and you're drawing the symbol. Siegfried kind of gets what you're trying to do. However, roll a wisdom saving throw with disadvantage. Brody, if you are talking, I can't hear you. His mic's going green every now and then, though. So I hope it's just...
I think I'm just breathing heavy. Sorry.
Okay, cool. No, it's fine. I just want to make sure that you weren't calling like, "Hey, wait a minute."
No, I mean I'm pretty not here in this moment. I'm like doing this stuff with Rick at the moment.
No, we'll get back to you in a second. This is the last bit. So make your disadvantage wisdom saving throw, Matt or Drem. Disadvantaged.
Disadvantage. Wisdom saving throw.
You still failed.
Damn it! Oh, come on, 22, 23.
You needed a 35. Anyway, we cut back to our regularly scheduled program. Saldy's an asshole. So you begin doing so, and you get to so you saw how I drew it, right? You draw only a single line, and you hear Siegfried's voice. Drem, you're squeezing my hand a little too tight. And all of you notice the color from Drem just absolutely get flushed away. His elephantine skin looking paler than ever. And Drem starts having a seizure.
Hey, Salty.
Mhm.
So I am, while I'm doing this psychic stuff, the stuff for Rick, I probably am also just kind of passively listening, listening in, kind of seeing how things are going. I understand. I like when I also get like drawn into any kind of like. Am I getting anything from Drim as he's starting to experience this? Like
Brody,
with risking.
Oh.
I get what you're trying to do. Are you sure you want to
Don't
do
do
that?
it. Don't do it.
I mean, I'm not. So I guess my question is,
How about this? If Brody's mental tendrils rubbed up against something so evil that it would send him screaming like a little baby, would he try to persist or would he stop doing what he's doing?
he would definitely stop.
Okay.
Is it the same thing I got from the basement below? From
Oh
that?
yes.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. He's done.
Except
He's-
this has more malice to it. The basement
Okay,
seems
yeah.
just like it's kind of like a fucked up forest fire. Like you found the forest fire. It's awful. It's a fire. But this is you rubbing up against the arsonist who caused it.
So definitely would cut contact. Probably be like, hey Rick, man, sorry to cut you a little short, but I think we got some shit going on around here.
Like you guys are over here at this point. And he goes,
Yeah.
and he hops off and says, what do you mean? We won. Their rotting carcasses are around our base. We won.
Hey, boss.
Oh shit. Rick falls. So Drem immediately falls to the ground, foam coming from his mouth as he's jittering all over the place. Drem, make a Constitution saving throw.
Damn you.
You pass, take 7 points of damage. Siegfried looks absolutely alarmed, and he kneels down at you, and he's going to roll a medicine check.
Dan's gonna help
Okay. I'm going to roll again for a help
while
action.
saying, "See what I mean? Bad juju."
Siegfried puts his hand on your forehead, Drem, and you hear a voice cut across your consciousness. It's a loud voice. Do you speak Celestial?
No.
No, I don't think I do.
You don't understand what it's saying. It sounds very Latin-y, but after it's a couple of sentences, and after the sentences are said, they keep getting repeated in your head until you find yourself like saying them aloud in your own head. You see the faint glow of magic at his fingertips, Daniel, and you notice Drem stops having a seizure. Your breath starts returning to normal. Your eyes stop trying to roll itself back, and you kind of blink yourself back to awareness, and you see Siegfried with his brow furrowed and a bit of consternation and worry. Daniel's by your head, like lifting you up. You see Brody rushing over to you.
I'm just gonna look like breathing heavy. Did I draw it? Did I do
Your
it?
other tusks is fine, buddy. I kept you from tearing this one out too.
I'm just gonna start rocking.
Hey, boss. Not to be alarmist here. You know, we were having some pretty good vibes over on the other side, but I just got a strong sense of that thing from the pit from below. The the eyes and the fucking scary as hell.
I'm well aware.
Siegfried just kind of rubs his chin and says, that is troubling. I can't detect any markings on there, but clearly something that Drem has affected him to such a degree.
Could it have branded his soul?
No, I would have sensed it by now if something like that happened. I think there's something a bit more hidden, but I should have sensed it by now.
All I know is we're putting a curtain up on that back wall.
Very well. With your permission, Daniel, it seems like you'd rather have me leave, but with your permission, it seems like it might be beneficial for me to stick around.
Oh, are you gonna stick around? That'd be awesome.
Did you not understand what the church meant when they sent me here?
Yeah, I thought that they were sending you here to help, and then you'd be piecing out. But I mean, if you're gonna stick
No,
around, that'd be awesome.
When a company, okay, I do not think you understood. When a company asks for a chaplain or a priest to come to their base, it's usually not for service. If you wanted a service, you should have gone to Oasis and yourself and then asked them. Generally speaking, when we come to you, it's so that you well, we get billeted and we stay around, offering spiritual advice and helping the company around.
Wait, Burn Bro, you're staying around?
If that is the wish of the company, and as long as you understand that that also comes at a cost, you have to pay the church some form of tithe. The tithe itself being a matter of speculation.
How much and on what recurring basis?
How much is entirely dependent on you. How recurring basis is also entirely really dependent on you. Give as much as you can and whenever you can.
Okay.
Isn't it about a recurring payment? They're not greedy. This is more along the lines to cover the costs of their operation. That's it.
Alms.
What?
Okay.
Alms.
Alms. You wish to give alms.
If it
I
helps
think
you.
you're in no. I think you're in position to receive alms, Drem. You are still having froth drip down your corner of your mouth.
Yeah. I hope that. And
I
I
wasn't sure if Trim was trying to say something or if he
What?
was just muttering
With
like
a-
madness.
With a 21 in religion, would I know what alms are? Because me, the PC, does not know what that is.
Oh, it's basically giving alms to the poor, giving aid to the poor. It's something the Catholic Church does a lot.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't did. I mean, take your pick. I mean, that's mainly what that word comes from and is utilized in. I mean, because
I was
Modern
thinking it was
day,
a
like, Christian churches, it's like charities. No. It's like chanting or incantations.
Where they slap their head with wooden planks.
It's not Monty Python, and the flagellants were not church sanctioned. As far as I'm aware, I don't think they were. I might be wrong, but I don't think the weirdos that were whipping themselves during the Black Death were actually sanctioned.
Semi-sanctioned, like it was just an offshoot of like Catholicism, or
I think no, because I remember reading something like the church when they really came through, they were like, "Stop doing that. That's weird." But
it was one of those things of like there was just it's like
everything was so
divergent
hopeless. I imagine they were like, "Fuck it."
they were
They were
just
like,
doing basically they're like, this is how we fix this, right? We punish ourselves and then everything gets better. And then-
poor bastards.
Yeah.
I love how the Black Death, we still don't really understand how many people actually died. At first it was like a quarter, then it's like maybe a third, and then we're like, maybe half. Still crazy to me. Man, shit was more intense in the old days. Everything from I'm not gonna break that joke. Anyway, so Siegfried is leaning down over Drem. Drem, you're fine. You think you're a little shaken up a bit, but you're not like having a seizure anymore. And then, Daniel. So this is the DM talking to you. That was the case originally. I think he just misinterpreted what this all meant. But like, you could send him away if you want to.
Dan,
That's your call.
Dan
If you want to
thought-
keep him.
Dan remembers Miser saying, "I sent you a guy to help clean up your shit." He remembers that conversation with Miser, so he thought the guy was gonna come clean up the shit and then leave, not stay. So
Miser wasn't the one who sent him. You talked to the people in Oasis.
yeah, but then Miser's did his remember that conversation that Dan Flint and Miser had?
Miser suggested somebody show up, but he didn't send it.
Yeah, well, he made it sound like, it was all his idea.
Well, he loves taking credit for things. So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's the thing.
But that's where Dan's misconception was. He,
No, I get. I'm just. It's fine. I
Yeah.
was just pointing it out. That's all.
cool.
Speaking of which, I need to get rid of this tree because this tree is not there anymore. Fuck. Now there's the map.
No, the cat!
No, fuck.
What happened to my baby?
Good second.
Did the thing
No,
just
it's just
load?
Matt Lair.
Yeah, the layers are always a pain in the fucking side, but it's
Yeah,
whatever.
I'm back for a good few minutes now.
You were gone.
I hate you.
You didn't say you were gone.
I literally said I'll be back in just a sec. As
I
per
hear
your
it.
thing, I'm not sure if I'm hearing a mutter or.
Oh well, you missed the. Anyway,
And yes,
Oh, yeah,
per-
you
was
wrong.
muttering. It was crazy rambling after all that.
alms for the poor. I am poor. Help me.
Glad you got.
Yeah. We were talking about how Daniel doesn't know what that word meant.
Yeah.
Oh,
Anyway, alms and flagellants aside, so yes, that's somewhat resolved. So he asked, in last thing is Siegfried asked you like, if you want me to stay, you can, but you have to worry about the tithe thing.
Yeah, we can worry about that later. I think I
If it's any
look at
consolation, for ideas for it, I was stationed with a company a couple of years back that paid their tithe in. They just donated their food. It doesn't have to be money specifically. It's mainly just assistance to the church for the assistance granted to you.
Okay. Well, we can worry about that after everything gets settled. But yeah, we'd love to have you here. Be a very big comfort knowing that we've got another badass on our side.
He sort of nods and says, that is fortunate. I would have hated to have to go to the church, explain to what happened, and then they scold me for leaving. But
Yeah, I look
again,
at
you
Drem.
can't help somebody who doesn't want the help.
Sure you can. Just gotta knock them
he
out
gives you a
and
look.
force them to.
For the sake of your eternal soul, I really hope you're joking.
I mean,
Um,
I went to heaven and helped people that didn't want help.
Excuse me?
So that's another story. Shall we? Hey Brody, can you help me? We're gonna
He looks
collect
at you.
these bodies and
He's like,
burn them.
was that a joke? Was that not a joke?
the hell happened while I was passed out?
I'm not. I am no longer that sure. However, we are going to have to get you looked at.
Yeah, I could use some spiritual guidance, medical guidance. Hey, Rick, you got any drugs on you?
I don't think there's it. We just stops mid saying anything. Rick just kind of shrugs, says, "I'm pretty sure that's Steven's department."
Stevens!
So okay,
Is
so
this
where's
collecting
Daniel
the
and Brody
bodies
going?
over here.
Salty's quest to get us all addicted to drugs.
We're gonna collect the bodies over here and I guess
I'm definitely
Burn
gonna
them?
because
we've looted them, right?
I'm gonna definitely use
Yes.
my hold my surfboard up and pile bodies on top of it, and you float them.
No,
over
not that
here.
one. Not that body. We're not burning
Not
that body.
Flint.
Yeah.
You don't want to burn Flint?
Salty, how do I get control of my surfboard?
It should be your.
It's not an object I can interact with.
You probably
He
have
has to
unlock
do that.
it.
Hang on 1 second. There.
It probably resets every time we open this for some reason.
Yeah.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised.
Is there? Hey Rick, is there standard procedure for burying bodies in Aether?
1 second, I'm gonna roll something.
They're not gonna just become
First
zombies
off,
or something.
don't ask how I know this. Second off, you might want to bury it a bit away from the camp.
Okay.
Let me tell you, the shit that eats corpses in Aether never are pleasant.
Did we maybe just burn these, Siegfried? Do you have any recommendations?
You ask him, Siegfried just kind of furrows his brow, like he's going to give an answer, and he says it in the manner of what did you expect me to say? He says, leave them to rot, burn them. I really couldn't care less.
Okay, the cleric has no care about the dead. Good to know.
Not these ones.
Pyres are spiritual?
Siegfried nods and winces at the same time. He just kind of looks at his bandages and just kind of keeps walking.
Yeah,
Drem's
maybe
in the moment
we
of-
shouldn't. Hey Brody, maybe we shouldn't bring up burning around Siegfried.
Sure thing, boss.
So can we walk out into the woods a bit?
Totally.
And
Rick's gonna help you with this task.
um,
So okay, so you bring all of the bodies. How far away do you want to travel from your base?
like I don't know, 200 yards.
Okay, so it's quite a okay, so it's a bit of a trek. You do this. It's getting close to dusk by the time that like you drag the last body over. As you do so, Rick turns to you and says, how are we burning these guys again?
I've got a I've got a plasma cutter.
Okay.
a
I don't
welding
think that's
torch.
gonna do it.
I mean,
I-
like we can like cause the welding torch to spark a flame.
Fine. You have any like oil on you or something?
Oh yeah, can we just can we just put them next to can we like extract some sap sacks and like
Oh my god.
Oh my-
douse them in sap sack?
Rick just shrugs and says, that's want to do that.
All right, I'll try doing it.
Roll me a
Everyone
roll me a
stand-
harvest check.
Everyone stand really far away from me.
All right. You don't gotta tell me twice. Rick stands back and says, "Hey, if you die, I'll try to ask my dad if I can save you."
Uh, all right.
You already used Hand of the Matriarch today.
But I have a +7 bonus.
Oh, I just thought you were gonna be using it for the fucking.
No. I have a +7 bonus to extracting them.
You do. Go ahead and roll me a harvest check.
All
Yeah.
right.
The spell sniper
What is
works.
that?
Survival and a 20, I believe. Well. So you extract the stack sack. You critically
Hold-
succeed. So you actually, it is still alive in your hands.
Hold on. Does this come into account? Critical success. Is it
You're not
mastercrafted
crafting
oil?
an item.
I'm crafting oil.
He's crafting
That's
a fire.
no,
he's
no,
crafting a
no,
fire.
I'm crafting
No.
a fire.
no, no. Fuck off.
He's engineering the burning of multiple bodies.
Do I get some like I don't know, maybe research knowledge on sapsacks?
No. I mean, well, the thing is, you have the perfect specimen to bring to the research bench. That would yield more research, sure.
Ah, fuck. This is too good. Here, Brody, hold this. Be very careful.
Here, Brody, hold the exploding pans.
Go.
One second.
Can you go take this and put it on my research bench?
Yeah, totally, boss.
Don't
I
blow
will.
up.
I will hold it psychically and just take it back.
Oh, that's actually pretty smart. Oh god, now I have to do it again.
I'm gonna take that to the research bench for him, Salty.
He left.
Do I see?
I have to do this again. Oh, holy shit.
Why did you do this?
Because I can't waste that!
For
That's gonna-
science!
For science!
No reason for this question though, Alec, but does spell sniper affect which one is it? Sacred Flag?
He's not here, and I like how you have to clear the cache
I have
before
to
you do
clear
it
it.
again.
Oh, wait,
I mean, look, the last one was a 1. So I got 2 1s out of the way in short succession, so...
For sure, you can't hit another one.
Okay, well that's good. Alright.
I'm trying to throw up all the flags I can.
Oh, you got more crits than fails that time.
What is the average roll for 52D23?
What's 618 divided by 23?
618 divided by 23 is okay. 618 divided by 23.
26.8.
26.8. Please tell me you use a
Oh,
calculator.
I'm sorry. It should be divided by 52.
Oh, should it?
Yeah.
So 618.
11.8. Which is about half.
11.9 if you round up.
Yeah. Which is
We
Which
don't
is
do that nasty rounding up here.
it's just a little bit lower than half of 23.
So are we still gonna try and go get the minerals back, or have we given up on those at this point?
We can try. I don't think we're gonna be doing it today.
I will say Germany's in no condition to do.
I
You
mean,
can
it'd
go
be a
get
lot
hype-
easier if we could just fly the ship over there and pick it up. If I'm
But,
being honest,
The only guy that can fly.
is asleep.
Maybe Siegfried's a secret pilot.
Siegfried would probably fly, to be honest.
Like, he seems pretty self-sufficient. Maybe we could just pay for a pilot. Maybe that's how we pay for a pilot, or we have a pilot.
Okay,
I'm guessing we could also hire a pilot, right? But we have to get him out here.
Well, I mean,
Okay.
Flint should be here. He's just apparently sick. I'm gonna
that
bust
sucks.
his balls for it because,
Hey, I'm making brownies and I'm still here. Just
well,
saying.
yeah, but
Look
that's
at that.
that's very easy. You know, you just put them in the oven.
And that's what I did. So now I just have to wait for them to be cooked. That's why I kept going away because I kept like waiting for the oven to heat up and mixing everything together. Because fuck making them from
I
scratch.
mean, half the time I'm playing while taking a shit.
I like it. I like it.
Why can I believe that?
That's the
I've
real
got
power move.
my headphones are wireless, so
I could totally believe that.
like the range reaches to pretty much everywhere in my apartment. So, don't worry, I mute myself before I flush,
Yeah.
or like on a massive drop, like
I'm
a
just-
like
I'm
a
just-
rain
I'm just-
drop, like bloop. Like
I'm just waiting for the. I need to make an roll.
I would like to roll for survival.
Really getting into this. Really feeling intensely about that survival roll.
Yeah.
Birdie's ocean noses.
Oh,
What'd you say? Sorry.
So I said we need Birdie's ocean noises.
Yeah.
Girl, should I just give you one of my Tinker's things just permanently for ocean noises?
I want to set up my own little beach out here. Like, there's gonna be no waves. I'll just like psychically make waves crash, and we'll have the ocean noise machine going, and I'll set up a little umbrella, and we'll have our own little beach resort. We could, hey, we could even make advertisements. Like nice beach resort. Come to. We could try and make some money that way.
I mean, hey, one of the.
I'd rather people not know where we live, to be honest.
What? Everybody on Aether is so nice. I don't understand why this beach resort idea isn't brilliant.
We could hire.
I
Actual
mean,
blind-
everyone that knows where we live, with the exception of like 1-2 people, wants to murder us. So,
I mean, if it makes you feel any better, I did have an idea of maybe making a church here.
uh,
And hey, churches in this game are actual hallowed ground. May actually be safe for once for a bit.
no, I don't think that'll be not from monsters and stuff.
Well, not for monsters. Well,
Maybe from the demon monster thing.
I was gonna say the thing underneath of us, and some monsters.
Well, somehow I get the fact that we're the only people that are having these issues on all of Aether.
No, well, okay. I I guess it would be kind of meta, whatever. But I did have similar issues. Not exactly the same, but I did have my own horrors to deal with on the other one in the desert, including the fucking parasites.
Yeah,
'Cause I-
but if you read the magical tinkering, I can make an object that makes wave sounds.
Yay.
The chosen phenomena is perceived up to 10 feet away. A static visual effect appears on one of the object's surfaces. This effect
But-
can be a picture up to 25 words of text, line shapes, or a mixture of these elements as you like.
Non-verbal sound. When it is literally waves. I actually would love that. I guess, is there a way that I can control when it's going and when it's not, or is it only you?
You could get minor illusion, cantrip. No,
Man.
it's a button.
Yeah, there we go.
Whenever tapped by a creature, the object emits a recorded message. Oh wait, no, that's yeah. I could put it on a button.
I'm sure you could put it on. Yeah, okay, cool. That'd be awesome. If it doesn't like cost you anything, like
It costs me one of my tinkerers, tinkering things, which I get 2 per day.
okay, does it last indefinitely once you've done that, or like? So can you just make this in one day and like?
Normally, I use it as like a
It's not going
like
to take up one of your
red
like.
herring.
Okay, yeah, it's not going to like
like-
take up a slot or like a. It's not like a limited resource that like.
It
if
is a
you do
limited
this-
resource. It is a limited one of those, but I don't
Okay.
use it very often. I usually use. I've never used both of them in one sitting.
Well, I guess
But I can
guess
just
what I'm
make
asking.
you. I can make you something that's like just a permanent thing that does that.
Gotcha.
Also,
so I know
I've-
with artificer. Sorry, go ahead.
I've so I wanted to make this a surprise, but I'll make the actual implementation. I've actually drawn up schematics for Brody's surfboard,
Yeah,
and it's really fucking sweet.
man. I think so. I have 2 things. Whenever I hit level 4, I need to work with
You're
Salty.
gonna hit level 4, or both of you guys are gonna be level 5 by the end of the day.
So I need a feat. I wanted a feat that either helps me ride my surfboard more consistently, or the other thing I was thinking about doing is picking up shotgun proficiency so I can ride the surfboard and do drive-bys with the shotgun.
But you guys should be level 5. Once we get this shit done, I'm gonna buy you guys levels.
And I
We
will
have
have
enough to-
multi-attack.
We have enough to get both of you guys level 5. So you're the same
Yeah.
level as me and Flint.
Maybe I'll waste the first one on multi attack because it is very useful.
Yeah, it's so useful, especially like if you just whiff on like a spell or an attack, and you're like, oh, okay, that's it. That's all I can do.
Yeah, it feels bad.
Yeah, and then you have to wait for everyone else to go, and then you whiff again, and you're just like, well, the dice just don't want me to do anything.
And unlike the bum surfer fighter, I don't get it naturally. I'd have to use the ability score improvement. Or
Yeah.
Can you
Use
get
your
that as
feat.
a feat? Can you just get multi-attack as a feat?
Yeah,
Salty,
we
you can
can't-
let us-
Do the ability score improvement. I think he said that we had to take a feat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I just didn't know that was a feat that you had as an option. Like,
he lets us purely because there's somebody other things that gets it. It's kind of he just thinks it's weird that other classes don't.
Yeah, it's a his homebrew thing. Normally, you're not allowed to even cast 2 spells within one turn.
Yeah.
Like in official D&D rules. But he lets you.
yeah.
He lets spellcasters because it's that like oh, okay, I cast this super high level spell, and you roll and you get a 2 and you miss, and you're like, well, Okay. That's my turn. You know, I was excited to do something really, really fun, and now I can't do anything this turn. So, like,
Yeah.
you know, it lets spellcasters be a little bit more flexible. I mean, they don't have any more spell slots or anything like that. So, like, you know, if they can't just go casting 7th tier magic every single time, right?
Yeah.
It usually ends up being like this and a cantrip.
Like I said, I think the one reason why they did that was literally sorcery, the hasten spells.
Oh,
For sorcerers.
Why? Yeah, why you
Yeah,
can't cast? Why they
we
said
don't
you
have
can't
a
do that?
sorcerer. We don't have a sorcerer in either of his games, so
And
that
plus-
hasn't
Yeah,
really
I
come
think
up.
it has
Well,
less
for-
relevance in that context, but I think there are just some really. You can just do some really shenanigan-y shit if you can
Well-
cast 2 full powered spells.
Well, even with that, you can still make the haste. Can't you make a normal action a bonus action too?
No, it just gives you an
No, you
additional
get
action.
you just get an extra action.
Oh, it just gives you an extra action.
Yeah.
So that's
I-
also the other reason I think is haste. But haste is
But
in
you
and
can
of itself
also like
uh,
cast haste as if you're a wizard. Like you can get the
Yeah.
haste spell as a wizard.
But it is a concentration spell, so you can't cast any of your other concentration spells and keep it up.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm back.
Hello. So I'm having Brody psychically carry that egg back to the research bench. I'll work on that
All right,
later. And I'm gonna extract
Brody,
something
make an
else.
intelligence check.
Please don't blow up.
Give me a second. I'm looking through a bunch of different sheets. Oh my god! Oh, it's on my what?
Oops.
Oh, that's why.
Oh, I'm thinking of quicken spell, aren't I?
Yeah, quicken spell is the sorcerer thing.
You managed to carry your stuff back.
Yay!
All right, now I've
I
got to
did
do this
blow
again.
myself up.
You gonna try and find another one?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's +7. So
No,
12.
you extract. So your plan is you take off a sap sack, you cut it open, and you want to like pour it over them.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, just gonna body parts are gonna go everywhere.
No, because no. So please make a sleight of hand check.
Oh God.
So this is something that Daniel didn't really realize, but I think that Daniel will know of this now. This is like a lesson hard learned. So how sap sacks explode is there is an ignition fluid, and then there is the fuel itself. What you did is you basically carved it open and then just poured recklessly. So if you've ever like started pouring gas onto a fire, it's really sketchy. Because like if you do it too slow, or if honestly if fate wills it, like the fire can sometimes like just cause you to explode. Like it'll just jump up the fucking stream.
Follows it back. Follows it back.
Let me have the damage. I might be downed.
The sadness.
But so with that in mind, so you pour this explosive plant onto the bodies,
Yeah.
and you accidentally mix the ignition fluid with the actual with the fuel, and it basically causes it to explode with your critical fail. You were totally at ease doing it, so you're gonna have disadvantage on this. Make a dexterity saving throw. We're gonna lower the damage by a bit though, because you're kind of pouring it out.
16.
Take 16 points of fire damage, or 8 because you did succeed. Now there is a problem. So one of the things I wanted to address was that you're causing an explosion in a sap sack field, bunch of trees and stuff. Roll me a D100 if you'd be so kind.
95.
Oh
That's good, right?
no!
High roll. High
You
roll
wanted
is
the
good.
low. You wanted the low roll.
Oh, you should have told me that. Here, I'll roll again.
Why would I have told you that?
24. Because
No.
I willed a high roll, and so I got a high roll.
Yep. You know
See?
what? You get what you fucking deserve. So,
Play stupid games.
I was trying to roll the magnitude of like how bad this will be. I had some numbers in mind. 90 to 100 was worst case scenario, which you start a fucking forest fire that rapidly goes out of control. So the tree there are 3 nearby trees go up in flames almost immediately. Now sap sacks do not cause other sap sacks to explode, but fire does. And so as the fire travels up these trees rapidly, the vines seemingly made of, a combustible component, the sap sacks detonate, and it just causes a chain reaction. It kind of stops before it goes to critical mass, but it decimates like a good chunk of the grove, and it's still on fire. I want to point that out. So Brody, you're walking away. Rick's kind of like helping. Is like he's around, kind of just like picking at his stuff. He doesn't really realize what's happening, and then you pour the things. It blows up. Everything goes in flames. Daniel, make another dexterity saving throw. This isn't for the explosion. Something's about to fall on you. To add insult to injury, burned away from its roots and its branches, a large chunk of wood, a log, if you would, falls
Is
atop
this how
you.
Daniel dies?
I don't know, is it?
It might be.
You rolled a 5, you failed. You are now pinned under the burning log. Take 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, Daniel's still alive.
Rick rushes over to you. He's trying to like pull you out of the burning log.
Okay, hey Salty, can I get? Sorry, I'm just so a couple of trees around this have gone up in flames, but have the sap sacks started exploding? Did that cause a chain reaction?
As I said, the chain reaction did occur, but it stopped before it reached like critical mass and started blowing up every single sap sack in the grove.
Okay.
The sap sacks don't normally detonate another sap sack. Fire does, though.
Yeah.
So I take it you heard that. And
Didn't
saw
it just rain? Isn't it damp?
Yes.
It's super damp.
Uh-huh.
So why would it be causing a fire? It's all wet wood.
You should probably ask DP and the oil spills in the oceans how water can still be caught on fire. This substance does not care about dampness. I will say that much. It's a specific to this.
that. So we
Well,
pretty
but
much solved this,
that would have caught that might have caught it on fire initially, but why would the fire have spread? It's not like the oil went everywhere, right?
Okay, Daniel,
I rolled a
want you to
95.
put.
I'm
want
just
you-
trying to talk my
want
way
you to
out
put
of this.
I know, but I want you to put 2 and 2 together here real quick, because this isn't even about the 95. So the sap sacks have these exploding components to them, and they have these large vines that go across all these trees.
Large
What
wet
do you
vines.
think are in the vines?
Water.
Chlorophyll.
No, not fucking water.
Chlorophyll.
Not chlorophyll either. No, it's more the fucking fuel. So basically,
makes
what this
sense.
happened is you basically lit a really long fuse.
Hmm.
Okay. And that's happening. Rick is trying to pull him out. Brody, you see this. You're still holding the perfect specimen of a sap sack. What do you do?
Sorry, my dog is having a fit right now. Okay, so I see Dan is pinned under this log. How much has the fire spread? Like, is there a visual or something? Can I get a better representation of how like massive this fire is at this point?
Let me try this real quick. So pretend you're in the grove and you're not at the base, right?
Yeah.
Kind of like that.
Okay, that's not that bad.
No, but it's still spreading. I mean, like, the explosions have stopped for now.
Big enough for us to see from the base.
Oh yeah, you definitely see this.
and hear it.
Why is there a
Sorry, guys.
popcorn pirate?
One second. I need to. My dog is struggling right now. I'll be back in just a minute.
Poor doggy. What did you do, Salty?
I'm gonna log on, Daniel.
I'm on 3 HP.
Yeah.
So Rick is gonna try and pull you out of there. He's gonna make a strength check.
Why did I just think of that?
Hmm.
I'm gonna look past Joshua. And, like I'm going towards Stevens to get drugs, right? I'm gonna look past Siegfried and look and just say, "Am I high yet, or is there a pirate with popcorn in it?"
Siegfried takes a whiff, and then like his eyes go wide, and he just turns.
Smells like burning dwarf to me.
I haven't smelt that since the time the Pelorians burned down a Moradin temple. Burning dwarfs.
Yeah.
No, didn't happen. Yeah, no, he smells it too. So do you want to rush over there as well?
I would once we see the fire. I mean, of course we would once we saw the fire. We're in an explosive grove at the very least. I don't want to die.
Okay. So Rick fails to extract you, Daniel.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
I'm
Take
down.
4 points of fire damage.
I'm down.
The smoke, the flames that get to you, it's too much, and you
This
end up
is how he
passing out.
dies.
Rick looks down, he's swearing to the heavens above, and he's just trying like to pry you out. He's like calling for help. And then we'll wait till Brody gets back before something happens.
Probably should have asked Tinker to do this.
Sorry, guys. I'm back.
So yeah, you have a perfect specimen of the thing in hand. What do you do?
So, fuck.
Don't you do it.
Um,
Don't you waste my crit.
Daniel's down, by the way.
Let me die, but save the
Strike
egg.
me down, I'll only return back as an engineer more powerful than before.
No, I'm not being an engineer. Fuck that. This is too much stress.
Then imagine, but then you have to imagine New World without Daniel being there, like an engineer being there. All the problems that you guys would have.
They can hire another engineer.
I see him go down. I guess I'm gonna go try and get this. Does Rick seem to be able to get the log off him, or is he?
Oh, he's struggling so hard to
Okay.
try and lift it off.
I am going to gently.
No. My crit.
You gonna try and put it down?
We can make so much money off of that.
Can I?
Just let me
Dr-
die.
Drim, hold this. I'm gonna pass it over to Drim.
What does this thing look like?
You do realize those are explosives, right?
What does this thing look like that Brody's talking
Do you legitimately want me to take this down to the
Yes!
research bench? And oh my god!
I think that would be Dan's
you
last words
Don't
over the
disregard Daniel. He's not-
walkie-talkie.
You can't. Dead people can't talk, Daniel.
Over the walkie-talkie, his last words were like, "Save
Not
the
even
egg."
over the walkie-talkie. Was it just in your head? Because I would have heard it.
Yes, yes.
passing out wish.
At least the specimen is safe. Would be the last words in my head.
Similar situations happening here.
Oh my god!
Daniel's trapped under a burning log currently. Well, the trees were moist, but they're also covered in plants that are explosive. So
Oh my god! This is horrible.
yeah, he cut one open and then he poured it on a
Hell.
bunch of bodies, trying to get rid of the bodies, and he just caused it to explode.
I like the play-by-play happening.
Yeah, no.
All right.
I'm talking to my wife. Sorry, I'm explaining to her how this has gone horribly wrong.
Drim, take this to the research bench, and I'm gonna try and pass it off to Drim. And I'm gonna go try and help.
You do
The
really.
Drum walks up, and you pass him a perfect sap sack, still glowing, and you just hand it to Drum.
And I'm gonna try and mount the surfboard and ride back at.
All right, give me a piloting check. A piloting check for the ages. Yeah, it's gonna
Hey.
be good.
You need to wrap it in the quotes, or wrap it in the hard brackets, so that way you can get the actual rolls,
Oh,
so you can
it's like,
see if you crit or crit failed.
Okay. Okay.
oh, you can
Oh,
hover
shit,
over it and
sorry.
still see it. If you hover over it, it shows you.
I'll do that in a bit, and I'm going to try.
I think I did it wrong.
If you hover over it, it shows you though. Still,
Okay.
81. Okay.
Sorry, what was that? I spaced out there for a second. What?
I'm writing back in, and I'm gonna rip this log off of
So
Dan.
roll me a perception check.
Okay.
It's Murgister.
That would be something, wouldn't it?
Arms
The
for
long game.
Finally.
Oh god, it's bad.
Revenge is mine. You slut! That's not another surfboard I see in your hands. You don't notice. Do you try and lift the log off them?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna see if Rick notices. Rick looks up like, no, Brody, no!
Okay.
He's like trying to call you off. And
Why?
he points up. One of the branches is still attached, and if you were to lift up the log, it will cause a snag, and it will basically pull on a vine that's like there. So to describe how sapsacks like are around, like some of them aren't on the trees. Like some of them are kind of like a. I don't know if you ever seen like vines like crisscross between trees and shit, but like they're on those too. Like sometimes they're just free floating in the fucking in just the air. And there's a scenario where one of them is above the trunk, like suspended, and if you were to jostle like the trunk straight up, like you were, I assume you were just gonna do, you're just gonna lift that bitch off of them.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna cause it to go bye bye. However, because Rick noticed this, you can give Rick the help action with your psychic might if you want to.
Okay. To try and
But like basically, you're gonna try and like gently like add to the pressure that he's trying to lift it off of him.
yep, sounds good.
Okay. So that would have you avoided a disaster because that would have probably knocked out Rick too. So Rick is going to roll a full first. Rick needs to make a Constitution save, which he passes like a champ. He takes half damage. Daniel, you're down one death save. Please roll me a death saving throw. Yeah, if you critically failed, that would have been game over. By the way. One success, one failure. Rick is going to try again. So Rick shoves off the burning log, and he hooks his arms underneath Daniel and starts dragging him backwards out. He drags him out as the conflagration begins to spread. You see the fire start looking on the other trees. All of you notice that the large figures of the Talon Crawlers are kind of like showing up on the periphery of the flames. And you see a rather curious phenomenon. You see them begin to just start ripping trees off the ground and throwing them further into the forest. Like, not towards the flames, but they seem to be kind of like circling the flames and uprooting trees.
Do I see?
Fire circle?
Do I see any of the vines? Are they like lit and moving like a fuse would towards like other sapsacks currently?
Yes.
Can I try and start like cutting those psychically? Like,
Roll me, yeah, you know what, sure. Roll me 3 intelligence checks.
okay.
If you get like a really good score, I might just let you just stop this in the bud. Oh no.
I mean, one is very good.
I'm trying to do math in my head. Divided by 3 is...
So a 30 divided by 3, that should be a 10.
And a crit fail, which -5 to the whole goddamn equation. Brody, I'm sorry. With your psychic potential, you accidentally start like you try and snuff them out, and then you cut one of the vines, and it causes it to swing like a pendulum into the flames.
Mhm.
Okay, one second, me some of my.
All right, here I've got it updated.
I'm very frustrated because I forgot that we still haven't healed from
Mm-hmm.
any of the combat, so I'm also almost dead. And I don't have a stim pack to use.
I do. You can just grab him off my body.
Drem, make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh God.
Not Drem, Brody. Sorry. I'm so used to harming Drem. It just reflex.
I'm
I
not going
see
to be
how
able
it
to
is.
use them when I'm down. Let's see.
Oh my god! You guys are rolling so good last session, and then you come in today, it's just gone. All of it's gone.
Hey, at least we might get a new artistifer along with this.
No, Daniel's fine. He's been pulled out of the flames. But Brody suffers the unlucky company's curse, and a giant flaming log blows up and gets projectile fucking sky. Kind of like a fucking rocket. Brody basically turned a tree into a rocket.
Yeah,
It launched
totally.
into the air, and then you just see it just descend down, and Brody just looks up, and in a moment of sheer starkness go, bro, that's not cool, and it just fucking lands on him. Tell me why did Brody critically fail the dex save? When he saw this tree about to fall on him.
I would probably say that he just wasn't paying attention. He was too divided psychically. Probably too many different
Too busy saving the surfboard.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I think it's literally he's trying to track. He's already exhausted from all of the shit that's been going on today, and he was trying to hit 4 or 5 different vines spreading, doing all of that shit, and it's just I think he's just exhausted at this point.
And
So it's just pure just too much shit to keep track of, and then there's just this just turns back around and there's a fucking flaming log falling, exploding right on top of him.
Is there what does Brody do? And there's a moment. I'm gonna say there's a moment right before the log falls that Brody sees it coming, and it's just about to hit him. What does Brody do? I mean, you're not gonna be able to be saved, but for sheer comedic effect, what does Brody do?
I mean, I think Brody. Well, honestly, Brody probably he's on his surfboard. He probably just sticks his arms up in front of his face, not the face.
I have the cutest puppo. Sorry, dog distracting me.
Tell
Yeah.
Katie now is the time to bring the sweets.
I regret to inform you, Daniel, there are no sweets to bring me.
That you know of.
Yeah, how much candy are you willing to buy me on Amazon, Daniel, to make this all go away?
I have your address. Do you like Swedish fish?
Well, yeah, I heard you. And then Daniel said you like Swedish fish.
I'll be right back.
Wife
And then
does.
we'll be right back.
So yeah, Brody, you get pinned under a burning log, just like Daniel.
Welcome
I
to
think
the
my wife was
Unlucky
saying bye to
Company.
me and not you, just so we're clear. 1 second, roll the damage. You take 9 points of damage as the log falls on you.
I'm still alive.
So you are pinned under this fucking log. What would you like to do? You can try and call for help. You can try and get it off you.
Can I blast it off of me with my psychic stuff?
Roll me an intelligence check.
I mean, I also will scream out Rick.
Rick snaps his head up, and he's gonna roll perception, see if he sees.
And I'm gonna try and get the log off me.
No, fuck. Rick props you up, Daniel, like next to a tree. He's going to perform
Dude, it
medicine
is
check
just
on
it
you.
is
Do I
just
need to
not
make
it
another death
today.
saving throw?
He's gonna perform medicine check first. He's trying his best. Yeah, roll death save.
Oh,
Two failures,
buddy,
one
we're
success.
getting close.
Okay,
What is Grim doing in all of this?
He's holding the
holding
the
a
egg.
bomb.
Holding the bomb.
What is Siegfried doing in all of this?
Siegfried's with Grim. Like, there was a moment of, like, hold this, and, bro, I will tell you, he did not look too thrilled about the fire.
I'm back. I was taking the brownies out of the oven.
Is that a euphemism for something?
No,
No, he's making brownies right now.
I think it's a euphemism.
Dude. I just can't. Brody should just not have ideas, man. He can't execute on them.
No,
so he should just
it's
shouldn't
not
have
your
them.
fault. The dice betrayed you. I mean, you did everything you could, but the dice betrayed you.
Hey, the one good thing, the bodies are probably taken care of.
Yeah, man.
Well-
They're gone.
Hear me out.
Okay, so Drem, so as everything's happened. What? Why would you send me this?
Just saying.
Look, I understand that you're a Loxodon and they're like humans and dwarves, so you could probably get away with eating them without like due consequences, but still, come on.
Come on. Just a.
No. So you're holding a bomb. Siegfried's next to you. Siegfried's just looking at the flames, looking kind of wary. For, you think, obvious reasons. However, you see, there's two scenarios that desperately require your attention. Brody and Daniel, you both be quiet. Brody is pinned under a burning log, and you see him struggling to lift it with his psychic powers to no avail. You see Daniel on death's very door, and Rick is like desperately trying to like get him up. Like you see him like he's doing CPR. He's like you see him like calling out like, "Don't you fucking die on me, Daniel! You are not dying like this. That would be a shitty way to go." And he's desperately trying to resuscitate Daniel, who, like I said, is on death's door. What did Drem do?
So this fire is still raging too at this, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. In fact, it has recently gotten worse.
Quick side question, just to make sure. Explosions from sap sacks don't set off other sap sacks, right?
But the flames that these explosions are spreading definitely do.
Yeah, those flames are. But like, a perfectly healthy, non-flaming sap sack.
Technically, it would not cause damage to other sap sack. Will not blow them up. What are you thinking there, pal?
If we blow up all of the sap sacks, they can't blow up from the fire.
Big thinking.
No, what I'm thinking is I'm holding an explosive that won't set off the other sap sacks in my hand at the moment.
No! Don't do it!
Yo, you be quiet. This is your decision, Brim.
That's my crit!
You just throw the sap sack away.
That's
I
my
mean-
crit!
Fire breaks are a thing, and if I could stop the fire from spreading...
Wait, hold on. Are you trying to use the sap sack to like detonate a section of like the forest to help the forest like not burn down?
Basically.
Okay, so you're trying to help the town crawlers and what they're doing.
I know I need to help them, and I'm going to run as fast as I can. But
You
if
can't
this
just
fire-
throw a rock at another one? You have to ruin my crit?
Shut up, Daniel! Give me an athletics check, Trev. Do not critically fail this, for the love of God.
Oh my god,
Because
dude.
if you critically fail
can't.
this... Well, you got a 10, that's not great. You want to use an inspiration dice.
Yes, please.
Okay.
My god. I didn't even think about I don't know if it would have helped, but with my I'm so
11.
frustrated.
I'm sorry, Bruno. You actually frustrated? Like, are you pissed off?
No, I'm just the dice have just
Sad.
not been kind. Yeah.
Okay. It's all fun and games until the logs kill everyone. I mean, this is poetic in a way. The first main challenge of the Unlucky Company. By logs did this adventure begin, and by logs shall it end.
That's the final boss. It's just
No,
just a pile of
unironically,
logs.
it is a log. Okay, I will tell you,
It's a log
there is
dragon.
a log somewhere in this world. A great log that is causing all this bad juju with logs to the company. If you destroy it, I will let you win. Like, I will tell you, you find the log, you kill it, you win the campaign. You win. You win at Aether. Okay. Drem, an 11's not going to cut it, my friend. You throw it, and it detonates way too short. It does nothing.
Oh! Dan is gonna murder you.
If Daniel even fucking lives,
Dan
Daniel, you have a problem because now you have to make your last death save because Rick failed to medicine check you.
He's not gonna try again.
Yeah, that was his try.
Should we be in combat for this so we can keep track of where we are?
Well, yeah, he tried. He tried last round, right?
No, that was this current round, technically. Oh, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, sure, you're right. That's totally what happened. Well, medicine. He stabilizes you. I was gonna give you advantage on the next death save, just because like you had that inkling of that dwarven spite coursing through you.
I feel like there's just no way. Like I would subconsciously know that he threw my egg.
So that happens, right? You
That was a
chuck
good idea.
you chuck it, falls short. That happens. 1 second. Brody, take 5 points of fire damage.
I think I'm at 1 HP.
Oh god. Make an intelligence check. Try and pry it off you.
Do. Oh my god.
So the log was once yeeted at you. You now yeet the log. I will allow you to like yeet the log and then use it as like a big stick to try and beat out the fire. Would you like to try that?
Yes.
Only one more intelligence check. If you get a 15, this will be resolved.
You sure are asking a lot of me.
I'm not really
rolls.
asking.
That's
You have
a
a
10.
+5. Okay, you're good. So you beat out the fire with the help of the Talon Crawlers.
But is Nani okay? Where's my surfboard?
I was gonna get to that.
No.
Roll me a very important integrity check for your surfboard, which is a D20.
Okay. It's
Please
doomed.
roll 1.
It is doomed. It's 100% doomed. You knew before you even asked that it was doomed.
You finish being at the fire and you're like, Nani, surf bro? And you look down at the shattered and charred remains of your once beautiful surfboard. It is destroyed beyond repair. The only thing left is a single sliver of the varnished wood. That's the only thing that survived.
I mean, I don't even know what to say.
You
I
lose
don't-
1 morale.
I mean, for sure. I think I was at +1, so I'm back to 0. I think that's actually like a -2.
So Brody's just staring at the thing as the trees begin to like smoke away. The Talon Crawlers kind of like start picking through the rubble. Every now and then they find an unexploded sap sack, which they drain and throw the drained carcass away. And they just kind of start picking through the rubble, making sure it's safe. But the fire is put out. Daniel, you get healed by 70 HP.
He's a paladin.
No, you use a spell.
I figured. That's why I say
So
that.
Daniel, you feel very refreshed all of a sudden, and you see that Siegfried has like his hand on your chest, and he's like reciting from a book.
God, I'm
You
really
feel your wounds
glad
stitch
that
up.
we have you here.
Yeah,
What
'cause
happened exactly? Did the pagans come back? There was a fire and explosions. What occurred?
Well, you know the sap sacks, they blow up
Yeah, no, the
sometimes.
pagans came back. That's what happened. Burke cuts you off and says that. Tell me what happened.
Yeah, we got them.
Yeah, they were in the explosion. They died.
Drem, Brody, do you have my egg? My sap sack?
Brody doesn't respond. He's just crying.
Yeah.
Just like
Brody
trying to
crying over a
collect.
broken surfboard.
Yeah,
Oh,
trying
let
to
me
collect.
add insult to injury, Brody. Hold on 1 second.
Can I start trying to? Can I collect like the shards like of this?
Like I
broken
said, there's
board?
one piece that's left intact, and it's that
Oh my
one
God.
piece. It's like the Monsters Inc. piece. There's just one piece of the door.
God. Okay.
Brody, what happened to the sap sack?
I've been just in tears, just not even responding, just like clutching the piece of wood to his chest.
Give yourself a mini inspiration point.
Drem, do you know what happened to the sap sack?
At this point, I feel like it'd be helping the talon crawlers, like kicking out any embers or anything too.
Yeah, what do you say? But you hear Daniel calling for it.
I was like, sap sack. What's sap? The things that exploded out already? And I'm just gonna be kicking everything out.
Roll deception.
Brody never told me what it was. He just threw me a sap sack.
Yeah, you don't. I don't think you need to roll perception. Deception. However, Daniel can roll insight. Please roll
I
insight.
did. I got a 21.
Oh.
Oh wait, no,
Matt.
fuck. I'm disadvantaged.
Roll again. Roll a 1, just please. Just do it for a minute.
11.
You're not entirely sure.
All right.
Rick walks over to you, Daniel, and says, "You should probably take it easy, man. You look pretty fucked up. Well, actually, you look fine. Never mind." He just turns around.
Dan's gonna go hook up the hub terminal to the ship, so that he can buy their fucking levels and then he can go to bed.
Okay, you go to do that, resigning yourself. Drem and Brody and Rick and Siegfried are behind. So you go down the hub terminal, which is downstairs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Roll me a perception
Why?
check. This isn't bad. I just want to point this. It's just something. Don't worry about it. You hear
8.
snoring.
Snoring? Is it Flint?
Yep. Nope.
Is it Peanut?
Nope. No, Peanut's somewhere down here, but it's not Peanut. You walk by the barracks and you see Steven just passed out. He just kind of like with a blanket over him. His dog is literally on top of him. They're both peaceful, happily around.
Dan probably would just start walking a little bit louder than he normally would. He's had a bad day, and the fact that they're sleeping peacefully really pisses him off. Considering,
So
yeah. So he's like not gonna like just start screaming or anything, but he's just gonna be like a little bit unnaturally loud in all of the thing. Like, you know, he might set down a box of tools like just slightly louder than normal. Like very
snores get an
passive
octave louder.
aggressive.
The snores get an octave louder.
The banging and jostling gets slightly louder as well. Can I hook up? Can I just buy their goddamn things so I go to bed?
You buy their goddamn things.
Okay, Brody and Drem, you're level 5 now at your next long rest. And then Dan's gonna go and he's going to go to bed.
Is the player also going
The
to go to
player
bed?
is
or
also
that just
going to go
Daniel?
to bed. The player is done.
It was a long day.
Really? We've only been playing for 2 hours. We barely got anything done.
Well, we could have had something done. You know, like
sorry,
you know,
are you
a
blaming me?
perfectly extracted sap sack. But no, I'm gonna just yeet it, delete it, and
No,
miss!
Daniel,
And miss!
Daniel, you're forgetting a crucial point. You did get that sapsack. You then chose to be greedy and try again. You could have used that perfect
like I said,
sapsack.
just leave me dead. Like just.
I mean, I also we also lost a member of the team tonight.
Yeah, we did. We lost a very important member of the team.
I can't emphasize enough how devastated Brody is. I think he's just kind of like catatonic on the ground with like the piece of Nani on his chest, just laying there, like not responding to anything at this point.
God, everyone's depressed.
Yeah, he's just staring, like laying on the ground, staring up at the sky. There's
Rick
no
kind of
waves.
walks over to you and says, "Come on, Brody. We gotta come on, get up."
The waves, like they're not there.
Hey man,
They're
look,
gone.
hey, Brody, look at me. I'll help you build the next one, okay? He offers a hand to you. We'll make it extra special. It'll be Nani 2. It'll be amazing.
Even better. Maybe we can make. Maybe we can make her. Maybe we can remake her, and it just has like the little sliver, and he's just hoping. And I guess he'll take his hand and stand up.
He lifts you up. Siegfried, still wary about the flames. He kind of walks over to you. Well, actually, he doesn't. He from a distance, he kind of waves his hand, and he healing words your ass.
Okay.
You heal 13.
I'm now at 14.
So there's that. Do you guys? I guess Daniel, like the person behind Daniel, has had enough.
Daniel's
guys wanna
also
get
had
going?
enough.
I said the person behind Daniel's had enough, but yeah, sure, Daniel's had enough too.
All right, well,
You
I mean,
guys
think about how long of a fucking day that this has been. Like, it started off with us going to find the pod, and then getting trapped by the stormworm, and then having to fight a bunch of demon lovers.
I'm looking forward to you.
Followed by all of this nonsense. Daniel's had a bad day. It's been a long day.
Don't forget the dogs.
Especially since we didn't get to sleep the night before.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, we do now have 2 levels to use for me and him that we need to do.
We calculated like both the level ups too, so like from 4 to 5 and
Yep.
everything. Okay. Yeah. I think Daniel already got the credits deducted. If you all want to take a long rest, that's
Hold
fine.
on. I'm asking Flint if he wants to go to level 6. Or can we just do this offline?
You can probably do this offline.
Okay.
Give me 1 second, lads.
What's the hit dice for a cleric again?
It's on your sheet. It's right below your
Yeah.
temporary hit points.
Oh, I didn't think I changed it yet, cause. Oh no, I did change it. Cool. No, it's because this is the old sheet that wasn't Artificer on, so some stuff still has Artificer stuff on it. I'm saying that weird, aren't I?
Artificer?
Artificer, thank you.
Oh, I actually already was level 4, and I'm now just going up to level 5.
You already were level 4?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I gave him 4
You-
because
you
I was
gave me level 4, so I'm going up to level 5.
as a complimentary gift for losing his character in that way.
Okay. I will mark that. Or do we have to
So-
pay for that level 4?
No. Well, if you have to pay for his level, like you're trying to
Level
bump him up to level 5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I took a feat though for level 4. Salty.
Your feat, I believe, was being able to do vibe checks and shit.
That's what it was. Yeah, that was.
Now
my
you're
level
just
4
waiting on the
feat.
next feat, so you can like double your range and shit like that.
I actually think I want something which it's a bit of ways, but probably something to help with riding the surfboard.
Okay, well, hey, like I said, we can workshop that when the time comes.
Yeah, exactly.
And I do know what I wanted to use my feet for already. For
What'd you want?
I was just gonna go with simple and clean multi attack.
Did you already get multi-attack at level 5?
Not
We
not
don't get it.
spellcasters.
Okay, cool. Well, so I think Warcaster has that other thing, the war
Just
domain.
Just base clerics, especially since I'm.
No, it's fine. Yeah, get yourself a multi-attack. Well, you get you. You didn't pick one at 4.
No,
He's-
this
Oh,
is
you're
going
going.
to
You're 3. You're going from 4 to 5.
Yeah, 3.
So yeah, no. If you want, you can spend a level 4 on the multi-attack. I'll allow it.
Yeah.
It's a level 8. Okay, cool. With that being settled, so is this where we're leaving it off, guys, or is that it?
That works for me because it is 11. It is almost 11 where I'm at. So
Alrighty. Nice short session. I promise you, next session we'll have very little tomfuckery. I mean, I didn't have any plan for this one, but you know, things happen.
I don't believe that in the slightest.
You really shouldn't. You could chalk this one up another You could chalk
Unlucky
this up
company.
another win for the logs. This needs to be a scoreboard.
another win for the logs.
Yeah, it really is. That's all
What
this
is it? Like
is.
3-0 at the moment.
It really is 3-0 at the moment.
They-
I think
they-
no, it's 3-1. It's 3-1 because they called me on my bullshit last time. In fact, that was the first time they fought Murgister. He was pretending to be a log as a log bridge. So
No, what are you talking about? Murgister almost ate me. I was walking across him when you're like, you think this might be alive.
a mimic. Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember. That was great. Yeah. No, the score is 4-0. I'm sorry. The fucking logs. I swear to God, I'm waiting for a moment that you guys start flying again because I'm just gonna. If Slim
it's a
crit
flying
fails doubles
log.
again, yeah, like he's just minding his own business, and a fucking log just gets thrown from somewhere down below and just hits the ship, causing it to crash. I'm saving that for the next time you do a double crit fail.
Oh God. And I have a very good question, important question for both
What's your important
Daniel and Brody.
Oh.
Which one do you
Okay.
guys think is more important, light or spare the dying?
Light.
Anyway, I'll see you around. I hope you all had somewhat fun of me torturing you for 2 hours. We'll bring this again next week.
Yeah.
But you guys do long rest. However, your long rests might not go as planned, but we'll discuss that when we discuss that. Just out of curiosity, Drem, could you make a disadvantaged wisdom saving throw?
Oh God. You have to get a 35. That's the DC.
No, it doesn't. Not for this one. Okay, we'll come back to that next week.
Dan, did want to know, how are you doing the sound bites? What are you doing for that?
He has a soundboard.
I have
Soundboard having weirdo. Anyway, I'll see you around, guys.
I have.
It was fun.
Hold